We are going to first talk about widgets. Now, to show you what a widget is here, go visit the live site, and as you can see over here in the sidebar of the site, each of these different items here, the search bar, the comments, the archives, the categories, this is all widgets. Each one of these is an individual widget that is placed on this site. To change these or to add something to it or to remove a widget that is already there, all you have to do is go to Appearance and then Widgets in the menu right here. And you can see over here on the right that each of the items that were listed previously, they can all be found right here. There are some items here, like recent posts, that were not listed over here on the live website. The reason for this is because there are not any posts actually on the site. So it is simply not displaying that as a widget on the live website. But if I were to create posts on this site, it would then begin to show up over there. Just to explain a few things about this widget page here to you guys, you can see over here on the right hand side, I have all of these different widget areas that are available to me. This primary top sidebar is the main sidebar over here on the live website, but there are a number of other places where I could choose to place these widgets on my website if I wanted to. And depending on what theme you actually use on your WordPress site, these widget areas can be different from one theme to the next. This is Weaver though, and they offer quite a few different options, but the primary sidebar is the one that most commonly gets used, and also is the one that I frequently will use myself. If you want to add information down at the bottom of all the pages on your website, you could use these footer widgets, for example. So really just wherever you want to place this different information, you can kind of choose different areas on your live website by simply picking a different widget area. So if you'd like to do a little bit of experimenting with that, just to get a little familiar with how whatever theme you're using works in this area, I would encourage you to do so just to get a little bit more comfortable with that particular system. Now, on these Amazon sites that I'm building, I typically will not use most of these primary sidebar widgets that are already included by default on a site. The search widget, I actually will end up leaving on my sites because I will typically have a decent amount of content and different pages on my site, and if somebody wants to search through that information to try to find something specific, then I would encourage them to do so. But beyond that, I'm actually going to remove the rest of these widgets from my site, and I will later come back in and add more widgets into this sidebar to actually take up that space on my live website itself. Before I get into removing these widgets though, right here in the center of the page, you have all of these available widgets. If I wanted to add a new widget to my site, all I would have to do is click on it and drag it and place it wherever I wanted it to show up over here. And then it would instantly be on my live website. And this takes effect across all the different pages of your site. So it's not just one page of your site that's getting these widgets, it's all of them. I actually like to do a little bit of customization when it comes to my widgets, having certain widgets only display on particular pages on my site. That's a little bit more of an advanced topic, but I will be showing that to you guys once we actually proceed on with constructing the website. But for now, what I'm going to do is simply go through and delete some of these widgets that I do not want to use here. And just to show you guys, a lot of these widgets actually have different options and settings available for them. So you could simply change them and save your changes if you wanted to make some type of adjustment to that widget. I simply want to delete it though, so I'm just going to click on this little delete link and the widget simply disappears. I will continue to do this for the rest of these widgets, leaving only the search widget behind. So after I'm done with that, and I only have this one widget remaining, I can come back over here to my live website and refresh the page. And as you can see, it has now disappeared. All these additional widgets, I only have my search bar located right here. So this is what I'm looking to achieve to kind of get my site to that initial stage where I can start building upon it. But it also helps you to kind of learn a little bit about the widget system, just simply removing those. Now, when it comes to widgets that I actually add in, some of the most common ones that I will use on my sites will be this custom menu widget right here. I can actually use this to create any kind of page menu that I want to have on the sidebar of my site to link up to various pages throughout the site. The other one that I will often use is simply a plain text widget, and this allows me to type in my own content information to have displayed in the sidebar, but I could also use HTML code or even CSS coding or JavaScript if I needed to. So this allows me to insert things like advertisements or even newsletter sign-up forms, for example. You can just take the newsletter HTML sign-up form and paste it directly into a text widget and have it automatically show up in the sidebar of each page throughout your entire site. It just simply makes the process a lot easier. So again, I will be revisiting this more once we actually start building the website, but this should at least give you a basic understanding of the widget system here to start with.